Hello, she's Trixie and I'm Sarah, and this is our Yarn World, a place we come to share the love of yarn crafts and all that it gives us and what we hope it gives you. We're on episode 223, and we are here to not only share with you what we've done this week, but also to celebrate the 4th of July. For anyone that isn't from the United States, it is our nation's 250th birthday, and we are trying to get ready for it. Everyone's kind of doing a little something different. The heat has really impacted a lot of plans. I know that the heat has been radiating not just in the United States where we are, but in other parts of Europe. So please stay hydrated and safe wherever you are. No celebration is worth your safety and health, so please be careful.
It's kind of what it's all about, right?
Well,
safety.
So we are just going to share with you what we've been working on, and it might be a shorter video today. With it being summer, we do have my kiddos home from school. Even summer school's not on right now, so we're just kind of have to do what we can.
Yeah, and we're doing it at Sarah's house today because she's got air conditioning and I don't. So, being with that, it was even just, was it over the weekend when I took James to the church? Even on that day, I was still wearing pants. And I took him, there was no humidity. It was wonderful. It was like in the 70s and no humidity. I actually started a blanket, believe it or not, because it was just like, well, if this is going to be our summer, hey, this is great.
It was a very cold start of our summer. We've had so much rain.
Yeah.
And we live next to the Great Lakes, so that makes sense. But like, an intense amount of rain. We had cold fronts coming in. It was weird.
Yeah. So I did start a blanket, and
stripes.
Now this is doubled over, and it's just a lap blanket, but it's half double crochet. I did 81. I did a chain of 81, so when you come back, it's only 80, and I'm using this really pretty neon pink, well, it's not neon, but it's really nice rose pink, and a Super Saver Red Heart royal blue.
Okay.
So,
it's a good color.
Yeah, and the tones are right, and it's, I had a great big ball of the pink, and probably half that size in the blue, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just make stripes, and I'm doing 5 rows of the pink and 3 rows of the blue, and when I'm not counting, like when I'm watching TV or whatever, now the blue is easy to remember where you're at, but let me look. I put this together back to back. It's a little, what are these called? Post-it notes.
Excuse me.
And I put one back to back on each other so that you don't have the sticky on it. And if you're not counting, you can just use it to measure.
Okay.
And so if you're watching TV and you're not counting, you can just use this to measure. Hey, I've got enough rows. Now you can just switch to the blue.
Okay.
Or I don't have enough rows, I got to do one more. And this saves your counting and your headaches. Just having a way to measure. And so, yeah, I'm just making a lap blanket because, like I said, at the time that I started this thing, there was no humidity. I was actually kind of comforted having this over my lap. I can't work on this right now. I may or may not have it done next week.
That's
only
fine.
Because at my house with no air conditioning except in our bedroom, it gets 90 to 95 degrees in our house, and we have fans running, ceiling fans over us, all that kind of stuff. I still went to bed last night with, my face was completely red, like I'd been in the sun all day long, and I hadn't, and it scared me because I thought I looked like I'm sunburnt. And I mean, it was down here, it was in here, and then on the top of my shoulders. And I was just like, I don't want to be sick. So I was glad my husband had put in our window unit in our bedroom so that I could sleep well last night. And I'm over here with her air conditioning today. So if you hear her air conditioner kick on and off, that's what it is in the background. And I'm just grateful for it. Really, I am. So what have you been working on?
Well, it's been really weird. I've been in this weird loop of like, I have all these ideas. I have all the things I know I need to finish, all the things that I want to finish, all the things I want to have the energy for but don't. All the things I keep having ideas for and no way of doing them. The idea of all the things I'd like to achieve, but my stuff, a lot of my craft stuff is put away where I can't reach it. And I'm constantly having this like adrenaline high of I could be doing this and then not being able to do it. And I have to kind of come to terms with like, hey, I'm at a limitation right now.
Right.
I don't like that, but it's a truth. I don't have the ability to get certain things done the way I'd like them to get done. And I'm trying to find ways of kind of scratching that creative itch while also realizing the limitations of the access to my materials.
Right.
And I've been also cleaning a lot, and it has landed me having a lot more stuff around me, random stuff around me, such as all my mismatched socks, all this random supplies of clothes that we're going through. And I just had this idea of like upcycling things that I either am going to get rid of or throw away. And I decided to just try some things out. And looking on Pinterest, there's a lot of different things you can do with old clothes to make projects. And it went into a bit of a downfall because I ended up making the most ridiculous things in the last couple of days.
They're fun. They're not ridiculous.
One of them being this little guy. I love him so much.
Squishy.
He's just squishy. And it's an old sock. And I love him so much. He's my favorite.
She asked me if I had any random buttons. I have buttons in all colors, shapes, and sizes. So I took a spoon, and each jar has a different color of button in it. It didn't matter what the shapes or whatever. It just put in different colors. And I would take the spoon, scoop it out into a Ziploc bag, and do that with every single one of them. And so she's got all kinds of buttons now.
Yeah. I mean, I even made this little guy.
He's so cute. And when she showed me that one, I thought she crocheted it or knit it.
No,
Nope,
it's a sock. It's a sock. I just made a cat.
It is so cute.
And I think that's the thing is that like, it's one Christmas sock I had no way of using, and I just made a Christmas cat because I could. And I just keep doing this. And yeah, am I also just doing the most laziest stuff? Like I have a Bucky's sock from Bucky's that my daughter really liked the pattern, so all she wanted me to do is stuff it and sew it. My kid loves this. She just loves how the polyfill feels inside the sock. It is so squishy. And it's like a sensory toy, so that's what we did there. And then my son was like, hey, I want an ice cream cone. This is really lazy, but
I think it's cool.
I got a sock that had multiple colors, and then I got another sock that had like the color of a cone, and I just cut it and sewed it so that it would be a cone shape, and then I sewed it on top of this, and I put squishy stuff in it, and he likes it. It's not the best. It doesn't have to be.
And both kids brought their stuffies out, and they said, show them in the video today.
And I have other things, right? Like I have weighted beads I'm trying inside these socks, but I really like just the randomness of just making all these little things. I really like the idea that I could make these as stocking stuffers with materials I just have, because everyone has random socks.
I think this one would be cool to send to Pat.
Pat? Oh, yeah. He, what's his, Caniel has already claimed this one.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, so it's
as much
just,
as he likes Christmas is what I was thinking.
yeah, but it's just one of those things where it's just a random little monster, a random little kitty. And I chose these buttons so that it looked like the slits of the cat eyes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I just, and there's so many different ideas. Literally just look up upcycled like sock crafts or sock toys, and it's not just sock monkeys. Like, it is a wide variety. How many things you can get out of one sock is just its own challenge that is on a really niche part of Pinterest that I have fallen to a very, very deep winding rabbit hole. And I want to try them all. I've even brought out my sewing machines to do this.
Crafting is fun.
And I should be focusing on cleaning. And here I am making sock things.
That's okay. You got
Free will.
You got the rest of your life to clean. Why not craft when you got the inspiration?
So yeah, I've just been making random sock things.
So I wanted to tell you that the other day it dawned on me that I was 10 years old when the bicentennial hit. I remember that it was a big deal for America, and even our family. Everybody was talking about it, and my aunt and uncle actually got married during that year. We weren't able to attend. They live in a different state. It was a whole big deal. My mom had to work, all this kind of stuff. But it was a big deal. Now we're at 250. And I'm just, I don't know, turning 60 this year and then having the America turn 250. It's just like, everything
These
is just
big milestones.
Yeah, I've been married for 30 years to my husband. It's like this year has hit all these milestones in my life, and I'm recognizing it, and I'm valuing it, and I'm grateful for it. I mean, I'm wondering about you guys. Were you around for the bicentennial? Were you? What were you doing at the time?
Yeah.
Was there
Big celebrations.
Yeah. What did you do? We'd like to know about that.
Well, I mean, normally we end most of our videos with quotes, and looking over so many of these different 4th of July quotes, it really pushes the narrative that we as a country view the 4th of July in so many different ways. You have the patriotic side of it. If you're a patriot, if you're someone who likes to, it has a deep love for the country, might have served, thank you.
Yeah.
Different things, right, that share that time spent either in office, in service, on duty. You just love your country. It doesn't matter what it is, right? In law, there's so many different ways that you can serve it. There's also the health aspect of it. There's also the moral compass of it. There is the deep the deep responsibility of remembering its history, good and bad, navigating nuances and bringing people together, and breaking the ties that systemically still holds some of us back, and all the things that we're trying to do to grow together.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the quotes that we came across, we couldn't really pick one. We were struggling because there were so many of them that spoke to different parts of what it means to celebrate this time of the year.
But just knowing that all these different people, all these famous people and not famous people,
yeah,
we're all enamored.
talking about the same thing.
Yeah, we're all in the week of the 4th of July, and we're all thinking about it, and
Yep.
it's really, really nice.
Oh, it's crazy because even when we were looking up like founding father quotes or old presidents, just even their own nostalgia
Yeah.
in their
Time.
talking about what it meant for them to celebrate the 4th of July week and how it made them feel being a part of that legacy.
I even found one that America wasn't even started yet, and they were falling on their knees in the snow praying for it.
Yeah, there's different,
So-
there was others that for me was much more of like, for some people, celebrating the 4th is this big, huge event. You go and do this huge thing downtown, or you travel states, or whatever for a fireworks show, and other people, it's really bad potato salad and
ants dying in happiness. Or flies dying in happiness.
It's bonfires and s'mores. It's going to see the fireworks. It's buying the fireworks yourselves.
And having a backyard fireworks show.
Or selling your own fireworks. Or, I mean, have a license, be responsible. But there's a level of like, there is so much that talks about the fact that like our own version of the holiday is technically named Independence Day, but we always go by the 4th of July because it's the date that we like hyperfixate on.
Right.
I don't know why. I don't know what started that, but I don't know a lot of people that literally say Happy Independence Day. They always say Happy 4th.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It kind of reminds me of like when, in Hispanic cultures they say Cinco de Mayo, where it's like they're talking about the 5th of May. It's that specific time of the year. It's that calendar date. That's all that they want to talk about. Is just the 4th of July, Cinco de Mayo. So it's just, I find it very interesting because I think there's so many different parts of the world that celebrate different New Year's calendars, different celebrations, different activities. But I know that 4th of July is a completely, in its own way, its own unique experience. And this year, no matter all the ups and downs politically or just, and all the different navigations of this holiday and all the things that we're living through, that is its own historic event, being able to still be like, navigating what is one true freedom, which is the fact that we all have the ability to disagree.
Right.
There are some things that are still on the debate of navigating those issues, but I think it's still a very unique thing for us as Americans to be able to be so openly mad at each other and that be so uniquely us. For as much as those of us that have grown up in it and just get so frustrated when it's like, we're finally hanging out together, stop arguing. There's a lot of other places in the world that talk about us arguing being so uniquely American, and not in a negative way, but more of like, that's such a you guys thing. You are so passionate about what you believe in, and because you have the right to be so passionate about what you believe in, y'all can just argue.
You can say what your piece is.
all the time, whenever you want to. You can just argue. And for as annoying as it is for us, there's a lot of places in the world that look upon us bickering and arguing all the time as a form of freedom that's so uniquely a side effect of our freedom
Yeah.
of being able to say what we want.
Yeah.
Even when it's not good for us. It's something that we do, and something that I think that as a born American, it is so uniquely a side effect of growing up in America, that having your own opinion and stating it, even when you know it's going to cause an argument, knowing it's going to cause an argument.
Sometimes, yeah, knowing it's going to.
Whether it's over the potato salad, whether it's over a politician, whether it's over what firework should go off first, whether it is whatever. There is something unique about the way that our freedom in America resonates, even when it can feel like a chore and can be sometimes the reason why we don't want to go places, because we don't want to deal with people arguing. There's also the benefit of navigating the fact that it is an echo of a thing that we have in America that some countries don't and do see as its own blessing in disguise. And I think that sometimes we can forget that.
Yeah.
Because growing up with it, it feels just like oh, can you stop? But in other places, they look at it from a standpoint of, you guys can.
Yeah.
And that's it's important to exercise.
Yes.
Obviously, don't just go piss someone off just to piss someone off, but realizing that freedom of speech is something that is good to exercise.
Right.
Is sometimes good to remember. And even if you don't agree with them, remember, every person that exercises it keeps it alive. Even if it's not something that you enjoy, by allowing your neighbor that you don't agree with to exercise theirs, it's all a part of the bigger purpose of keeping what makes America great, because we have the freedom to have differences of opinion and still live next to each other.
Right.
And coexist. And that is very beautiful.
So.
And we've been doing it for 250 years, so let's keep it up.
So, happy 250th Independence Day. Happy 4th of July.
And enjoy your good or bad potato salad. And don't blow yourself up.
And give us a thumbs up.
And don't get heat stroke. And be safe. And until next time.
Yes.
We hope that you have a good 4th of July, no matter where you are in the world.
Yes, 4th of July is important, and have a happy one.
And we hope that you stitch your way
to mental health.
Bye-bye.